So, another of our healing quotes to share in this journey as we suffer through the loss of a loved one or of many, and the journey that you may be, wherever that is, in your process of grief. This one is: if you're feeling lost, deep grief sometimes is almost like a specific location, a coordinate on a map of time. When you are standing in that forest of sorrow, you cannot imagine that you could ever find your way to a better place. But if someone can assure you that they themselves have stood in that same place and now moved on, sometimes this will bring hope. And this is a quote by Elizabeth Gilbert. I know that I have had times in my life in the past where I was absolutely devastated by a loss of my brother and the loss of my grandmother. And those were things that I thought I would not be able to get over. Obviously, two totally different situations, and different situations than what I'm dealing with now, with the loss of my mother, my loss of my father, and the loss of my aunt. It's just every situation is different. Every loss is different. And every one of us who deals with a loss, we deal with it differently. So when there is a tragic accident and it happens all of a sudden, there is no preparation for that. There is nothing that can get you to realize and rationalize or to process any differently. It's quick, it's sudden, and it kind of shocks your system. That was the case with my brother. And a motorcycle accident at the age of 15, and he was gone. There wasn't any time to deal with what ifs. Fast forward, and then a loss of my grandmother, who had issues. She had health issues. She had complications, but she had overcome so much that during this period where she was healthy and everything was going along and we had plans, to get the call that she had passed was just a shock, because yes, she was older, but she was 63, so she wasn't old by any set of terms, right? And she was healthy. She was not in excellent health, but she wasn't immobile. She wasn't dealing with anything other than the past medical conditions of heart and blood pressure and all of that. But she was living, and she had medications that she was taking. But there was a time where you just don't know what caused it. And so that call comes and you think, oh my gosh, well now what? And you process the loss of somebody who was so impactful in your life, and you think, oh, how do you get over this? And it just someday happens, and you're okay, where you're not breaking down crying about it until you're doing a video, and then it all comes flooding back. But that loss of not having somebody there that you want in your life is really what I think the feeling loss is. I wasn't ready to give up on any of these people in my past, in this life, and I think that's why I feel lost. And so I have to find my way through this. And hopefully in this journey of sharing with you, you too can recognize or find a way to help in your journey. And that's all I can hope for. Your kindness and your support is much appreciated. Thank you so much.